Code of the Duelist is the first booster set that will include the new Link monsters. They were first introduced in Starter Deck Link Strike, but the first full wave of them comes out in August in Code of the Duelist. Now, we didn't get much action from the extra deck in that first duel, but there should be plenty of it this time around, because the World Chalice theme is based pretty much exclusively on using the new Link monsters. So if you want to use a lot of cards from your extra deck really fast, this could be the deck for you. All right, so World Chalice, it is essentially a combo deck, which means one of two things is going to happen. Bad things are going to happen to you, or it's going to explode in my face. Just in case the latter is what happens, allow me to show what it's supposed to look like when it works. If everything goes really well, we will be able to come up with something that looks like this. And in the process, whatever cards you have will probably go to the graveyard. Will that happen? I don't know. You can find out in a second.
I hope so, because I want to ask what all those cards do. But I'd rather it be relevant to the context of the game.
Got it. Makes sense.
Trying to high roll again.
All right, I'll go dark. I'll go dark this
I think
time.
you should go with Earth, Robbie.
No, man. I got to show him.
He can't have Earth. I drafted it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Light's Revenge right now.
All right. Yeah, pretty good.
Vanquished.
Your choice.
All right. Well, my Goukies are really looking for a rematch, so I'll go first.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to start with Reinforcement of the Army.
Yes.
And go ahead and add...
You're going to Gouki ahead?
I'm going to Gouki and add Twist Cobra to my hand.
Twist Cobra, okay.
Yeah. I think this one's my favorite one.
Yeah, Twist Cobra is really good.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Why is he so good?
Well...
Yeah, go for it.
He has a quick effect that says I can tribute a Gouki monster and target another Gouki monster, and then that second Gouki monster gains attack equal to what I tributed. And because all the Goukis search when they're sent to the graveyard, I also get a search in the process.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a quick effect.
And when I have something like Gouki Super X alongside of it,
fantastic.
I'm going to activate his effect. So Gouki Super X is a lot like Marauding Captain, so I'm going to get 2 Goukis into play, which means I can already start activating Twist Cobra if I want to.
All right.
All right, and after that, I'm going to go ahead and set that card and end my turn. Go ahead.
All right.
Can he tribute himself to give his own attack points to another Gouki?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
So he's probably not attacking over you.
Right.
Either.
Well,
But he's probably going to try to send a bunch of my cards to the graveyard with his World Chalice cards. If his hand's good, he won't need to attack.
yeah.
Ah.
It's not great. I think I can do something with it. But it's not great. Oh, man, it's super not great.
So it's neither of the two possibilities?
Yeah, this is closer to the one where I just get my face beat in.
Oh.
I don't like that one very much. Not good. I'll use
The
Cosmic
curse
Cyclone.
of the combo deck.
That's fine. So 1,000?
Yeah.
Banish my Twin Twisters.
That's good. Okay. Then.
Yeah, Twist Cobra is also really good against cards I would like get rid of one of my Goukis, for example. If he tries to send one, I can distribute it off, pump the other one.
Still with enemy controller?
Yeah, things like that.
All right. I will normal summon Chosen by the World Chalice.
Ooh, sure.
Okay, so that's a normal monster.
Yes. So this deck can do some interesting things with its normal monsters.
All right.
It has a Link monster that is used that way. Then I will go ahead and activate a field spell. Is World Legacy Discovery. So one of the things you need to look out for with this deck is that the spells and traps are not part of the main theme.
Yeah,
so
it
the
doesn't say
monsters-
World Chalice in the name.
Right. These are World Chalice. This is World Legacy.
Okay.
This, however, gives a bonus to World Chalice monsters. And also, if one of them leaves the field because it was destroyed by battle or leaves the field by the opponent's card effect, I can just summon one back from my grave in defense once per turn.
That's amazing.
It's pretty good, I think.
So now you have a 1900 monster that will come back if it's destroyed.
Right.
Comes back in defense mode?
In defense.
Do they all have 0 defense?
No.
Okay.
I'll set one, and I think that's it.
All right, my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'll draw. So this Can I read this really quick?
Yeah.
Yep. So this gives your monsters 300 attack and defense.
Yes.
And then once per turn, if a face-up World Chalice monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of the opponent's card effect, you can target one World Chalice monster in graveyard and special summon in defense. Huh?
So it doesn't even have to be destroyed. It has to leave the field by an opponent's effect.
Yes.
It could be returned to the hand and still activate World Legacy Discovery.
Sure.
That's amazing.
If I had a one in the graveyard.
Right.
As it stands, though, basically my best bet is that he just has to attack and I get to block
Yeah.
with something else.
Even that's pretty valuable.
The good thing, though, is with the boost, I'm now ahead of both of his monsters, so he
Yes.
has to do something.
I'm going to know something card trooper.
That's something.
Yep. Activates effect to send 3 cards
That
from
was
his deck to
quick.
the grave.
Yep.
Super X, back to the front, and Call of the Haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to go ahead and move to battle phase and try to attack with my card trooper.
With Card Trooper, I will Storm and Mirror Force.
That's a good one. That is return them to my hand.
Yes.
All right. Do I want to activate my Twist Cobra in response? What do I gain out of this? I guess it's actually not that bad. I just get another Gouki in my grave and I get to search a different one.
Yes.
But I kind of want to have Super X. I think I'm fine actually letting these go back.
Okay.
Go ahead and set a card, and it's your turn.
Okay. Draw. Oh, yeah.
He's
it's
wide
still not
open,
great.
Jerome. Let's see the cool stuff this deck can do.
That looks like a real heart of the cards top deck.
Well,
You know what 3 of those cards in hand are?
yeah. The worrisome thing is that. Let's check my extra deck, see if I have anything that might be able to make it go away.
A lot of blue monsters in that extra deck.
These
I'm
are
not
link monsters.
going in.
I'm pretty sure there are. So basically, I'm going to want to try to get this guy out because he has a Scrap Dragon-esque effect.
Ooh. Okay.
So if I could take that card out, I can probably win. To that end, first I will normal summon the Agent of Creation, Venus.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine.
And now it's on. I'll pay 5.
Yep. Yeah, anytime that deck draws Venus, things get a little crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I'll
we're
check my
about to
hand.
see some of this deck's potential.
And I will use this to link summon. I'll start with Imduk.
All
Yep.
right. So that's the first monster we've seen hit the extra monster zone.
So what is that, and what does it do?
Right. So first things first, if you don't know yet, these new zones are where your monsters from the extra deck are going to go, starting when Starter Deck Link Strike comes out.
Right.
When's that?
21st, July 21st. Link monsters are summoned essentially by sending face-up monsters. You need a number equal to the Link rating down here at the bottom, and you need to follow whatever recipe is up here. So this needs normal monster, but not a token. So Mystical Shine Ball goes. And then there's a minimum number of monsters you can use. It's possible for some monsters to count as more than one. Basically, other Link monsters, when you use them, count as either 1 or this number, whatever the Link rating is.
Okay.
But you basically can't swap things of the same rating for other things.
Right.
So if you have
You
a
have to
Link
be
3,
upgraded.
yeah. So it's usually 2 minimum
Okay.
for when you're doing the Link summon.
Are all of the link numbers the same as the number of arrows on them?
Yes. It basically, the rating is the number of arrows, essentially. But it's also the number of materials you need.
So this is a link with a link rating of 1. It has a 1 arrow.
Right.
Yep.
Pointing towards
Unfortunately,
Robbie.
it points towards him.
Yeah.
So
So,
that
if
means-
this were to stay on the field, he would get an extra slot to use extra
Yeah.
monsters with.
Probably won't stay there for that long, though.
No. I'm thinking about using the extra normal summon that it gives me. So
Yeah.
one of the abilities is that if he fights something that he's pointing to, he wins. The other monster's dead. The other thing is that it gives me an extra normal summon to use on a World Chalice monster.
Which is very important in a combo deck, obviously.
So now he doesn't have any defense points. It's just link 1 instead of defense
Right.
points.
So Link monsters can never be in defense position. Can't be face down, can't be in regular defense position, just can't happen.
So can you target it with Book of Moon or a card
No.
like that? But then can you activate a card like Book of Eclipse that would otherwise turn it face down?
Yes, as long as it's not just Link monsters on the field, everything else would still turn face down.
Now if it's just link monsters on the field,
Yeah.
is that a legal card to activate? If it turns all your cards face down?
No, 'cause it
Just
wouldn't do
can't even be
anything.
activated.
All right, so I think I'm going to take my extra normal for this. I wish I had a different card, but I do have World Chalice Guard Dragon here.
That's a good
That's
one.
That is not a
Adorable.
very scary dragon.
No.
Yeah, it's cute.
I love it.
You say it's not scary, but then it beats
Yeah,
you.
well then it turns into this.
Yeah.
That's basically how the Link monsters for this work. They're kind of the the cool, tough versions of the regular ones.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh, I see now.
Yes. All right, so I need 2 monsters that have World Chalice in the name. That's what we're going to do next. So we will use these.
So now you can summon a Link 2 monster.
Right.
Yep.
So here's RM. He gets 300 for each World Legacy monster in the graveyard. Don't have any. But the more important thing for him is that he can tribute a monster that he's pointing to summon. It's what? Any monster from your graveyard, right? Yeah. Tribute 1 World Chalice that it points to, target 1 other monster in your graveyard, and summon it to a zone that he's pointing to.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to start building up a formation here and pay another 5
Yep.
for Venus.
Seems like Venus is really good.
Venus is really good,
Yeah.
especially with Link monsters.
Yeah, 1 card creating 4 materials.
Is there any way to get it from the deck without naturally drawing it?
Yes.
Yes.
To get Venus?
So Transmodify would be the best way to do that.
Oh.
The Searcher for the World Chalice theme is a level 2 light fairy that gets a World Chalice monster when you normal summon it. So you can just normal summon that, get whatever you need, and then transmodify it into Venus.
What does Transmodify do again? It transforms a mon. What
One
Upgrades
level
it level by
higher.
1.
Which
so
is
like
for the same type and attribute?
attribute. Yeah.
So your level 2 light fairy becomes this
Yeah.
very scary level 3 light fairy.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So let's use these two. They have different types and attributes.
Also, Transmodify would be a good way to use the mystical shine balls if you draw them
Yep.
to get Venus.
Yes. I
And
feel like that
I'll
card
summon
was
E.
used in Infernoid back in the day.
I don't remember. I think maybe you're right.
Let's see.
They have a variety of levels, so it works pretty well in there.
And I'll go ahead and use Venus again and get the last shine ball out.
No,
There it is.
Infernoid. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I was thinking
Okay.
Infernoid, probably not the
No,
best.
no,
Infinity,
no,
on the other
Infernity
hand.
is
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Okay, that
So-
should be
I thought you
the
said
shuffling.
I was thinking Infernity. See, we know each other.
And
We
it puts
get
me
it.
at 5,000.
What is that Link monster?
All right, so this is Eve. If she is linked to anything, which means either an arrow is pointing to her or she is pointing to something, and then she can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if she is linked, then the opponent can't target her with card effects.
So right now, she can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects?
Right, or battle.
Or battle.
Also,
Okay.
she can substitute herself for destruction if one of the things that she is linked to would be destroyed by a card effect. And all of these have abilities that let you special summon another World Chalice from your hand when they're sent to the graveyard.
When a card it's linked to is?
No, when it
When
itself
it is sent to the graveyard.
Yes. All right.
So that you can link it to that card.
Yeah. And if you don't know, the reason I was able to do this, even though my extra monster zone is full, is because I've got an arrow pointing to this zone and one
Right.
pointing here. So now these work for my extra deck,
So now you can summon 2 more monsters from your extra deck as of now.
pretty much. All right, so I will use this and make Induk here.
All right. He gives you an extra normal summon, right?
I've already used it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a once per turn effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to use the graveyard effect of World Chalice Guard Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's we banish it to special summon a normal monster from my graveyard to somewhere that a link monster is pointing to.
Okay.
So I'll go here.
Yep.
So that's linked from that arrow.
Right. So what's next? All right, next I'm going to use these two as link material.
Okay.
So what I mentioned before, where sometimes the number of monsters it says you need here in the material line isn't the same as the actual number of materials you need. That's
Right.
because link monsters can count as their number. So I'm going to use these as 3 linked materials.
All right.
Summon a monster that needs 2 or more link monsters as its materials. And that is Ningirasu, the World Chalice Warrior.
And you're
Oh.
able to summon it there because
Oh, sorry, I can't summon
Yeah.
it there. Yeah, that's not legal. Can't do that.
It is not linked.
It's not linked. Well, that that puts a damper on things
just a little bit.
just a bit.
Can you not summon it to this zone here?
You could, but
You don't
the
want it
reason he
there.
wants to is
Yeah.
because that guy will get to draw a card for every World Chalice it's linked to. And if he puts it here, it's,
Yeah.
it's
It's not going to do anything then.
That's not legal.
That,
not
it's
very
that it's
useful.
linked to or that it points to?
That it points to.
Okay, yeah, so it'd be for 0.
So let's try to do something legal instead.
Might be good.
That'd be important. Start here.
All right.
I guess you could just ib there and then do the same thing, right? And then just, yeah, so you basically got around it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just a little
basically the
less
same move.
powerful,
It's one of the things you'll have to get used to, essentially, as you start playing with these cards, is that the positional stuff is weird. It takes a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, Ib's definitely the big payoff card.
All right, so now you'll get 2 cards.
Yeah. So this has a mandatory effect. When it's link summoned, draw cards equal to the number of World Chalice monsters that it points to. Now these have optional effects that can activate when you send them to the graveyard to summon from the hand. So if I had another monster in my hand, the chain would be ordered Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and I could summon something here and then draw cards, including that.
Oh, hey.
I will get 2 though.
I see how that would work.
So now you can summon this because that links to that, and then that links to that zone?
Well, no, it's just because this one points. This one doesn't even, technically, if this was not here and this one pointed there, he could still use it. It's wherever these arrows point
if this were in here,
if this weren't here, he wouldn't be able to put
but
this
that
here.
were there, you could
so
special summon extra deck monsters.
Right, yeah,
to
so
your
let's say
mega
I would
zone.
destroy this, right? He could still special summon to these both those zones because he has a link monster there pointing to those zones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
With the extra monster zone empty?
Yes, he gets to choose.
Interesting.
Yeah. Basically, the first one has to go in the extra monster zone, but if you have other zones that are being pointed at, then you get to choose where you put it. The only reason this has to be the first one is because you have no zones being pointed to. It's basically the only free unlocked zone.
To get
then once
started.
that guy's there, you already have these 2 unlocked, so you get to choose from your unlocked ones. Yeah.
All right, so let's see what's going on in here. It's nothing super great. I could really use another monster. I'll use a Cosmic Cyclone on your face now.
Ooh, I'll have to respond with Call of the Haunted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get back my Gouki. Call of the Haunted's going to get banished. Gouki's going to go leave, but then I'm going to activate its effect to add a different Gouki card from the deck to my hand. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add Gouki Rematch.
And what does that do?
Oh, it's my favorite Gouki card. I get to target 2 Goukis with different levels and special summon them both in defense mode. I can only activate 1 per turn, but
Target them from your graveyard?
from my graveyard, yeah. So you can see it's pretty crazy because they get to search when they're sent to the graveyard. So after I do a little bit of link summoning or whatever, I can Gouki, rematch, bring them back, link summon more, get more searches, even search another rematch for the next turn.
That's assuming you survived that long.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if I had one more monster, you
Those
wouldn't.
link monsters are pretty strong, right?
How much attack is Orm at? Yeah, so the
Is
game...
it 23?
23, but he doesn't gain additional for...
No, because I don't have any World Legacy.
Oh, it's only
card.
spells and traps.
That was the missing piece to my combo, was the World Legacy monster.
Okay, so right now it's 21, 23, 46, plus 28, 74. Is that right?
No.
Thinking if I can do the
72,
last couple.
right?
Maybe
It
what
would be
we should-
72
72?
if I attacked right now.
63.
So close.
63.
Yeah. Oh, it's
It's
frustrating.
going to have that Ukazi.
It's
All right,
frustrating.
it's now my comeback time.
Or a couple Mystic Shine Balls.
Well, I will battle.
All right.
I'll attack for 21,
Yep.
23,
Yep.
28.
Yep.
Put you at big 8. Huh?
Just Super X.
Just Super X.
But you know about a few cards in my hand.
I do.
4 of them, to be exact.
And then in main phase 2, I'm going to go ahead and use Auram's effect.
Sure.
I'll tribute Priestess to summon the other Priestess. And the reason I'm doing this is to activate Priestess's effect to summon a World Chalice from my hand.
Okay.
And that'll be this.
Oh, that's the good one.
Ooh.
So this is a World Legacy and a World Chalice
Yes.
card. What is the significance of summoning this right now, though? It looks like it has a lot of effect.
Right. So the main one here is that if he summons from his extra deck, I can send this to the graveyard to destroy that monster.
Yeah.
Ah.
Similar
Amazing.
to Thunder King.
Yeah.
And then, I don't think I need to upgrade here. Firewall is very tempting. It's very, very tempting.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the right choice because I'd rather have my Legacy Discovery in play to get me some good stuff.
Firewall seems like it would be good at protecting you.
Is that card my turn?
Yep.
All right, I'll draw. So did any of these have effects that would matter during my turn? I know Ib does, right?
Yes, so this can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if you try to take this guy out with
You
the
can
card
destroy
effect,
this
I
instead?
can send her instead.
Okay, but that's the only thing that's super relevant to me right now?
This.
Oh, yeah, when I
Because
special
it
summon
can-
from the extra deck, you can send?
Right. Send, is it negate or just destroy?
I think it just destroys.
It's just destroy. Yeah, tribute this, send the monsters to the graveyard. So it doesn't even destroy, it sends.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Okay, well, I don't have too many options. I'm going to start with Gouki Suprex.
Yes.
Activate its effect.
Yes.
Special summon Twist Cobra.
Yes.
And so will he do anything if I just try to destroy by battle?
Maybe just kill him? No.
Yeah. No?
He's fine.
But then this will activate, right?
Yes.
And you get to special summon back any World Chalice card,
Yes.
including your Link monsters?
Well, it has to be in defense.
Okay. Oh, so
So
it
it
can't be
couldn't
Link
be Link
monsters.
monsters.
Okay.
But you can bring him back.
But I could just bring this back.
Yeah.
So then
You're going to have to
Okay.
kill it twice.
Yeah,
still
yeah.
stuck.
That answers a question I had. Could you use back to the front on a Link monster? You cannot.
No, that's an interesting design thing that it gives us. One of the ways we can balance things out to make them not work with Link monsters is have it stick whatever the monster is in defense.
All right.
Is this a once per turn effect to
Yes.
revive a monster?
Yeah.
All right.
It's got 3 hundo.
I'm
Lots
going
of
to have to
defense.
move battle phase, and I'm going to declare an attack with my Twist Cobra on your Chalice.
Sure. This guy explodes. Discovery activates.
Yep.
And I will pull back.
I'm going to have to declare attack again with my Gouki Suprex.
Yep, this time you get him.
All right.
Now I'm going to go and move to main phase 2.
Yes.
Let's see it, Robbie.
I'm very excited
Yep.
for this main phase too. I feel
All
like
right.
it's going to be pretty
Show
exciting.
me something good.
Start with Mrs. Radiant.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get both these searches.
Two
So,
searches.
2
First
Gouki
off, what
cards.
does that do?
Well, it's a lot like the older card, Mindless
Mindless
Radiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also a Link monster.
Yeah, so all our monsters on my side field gain 500 attack and defense. Also, when monsters lose attack, so it's very similar to Mindless Radiant. And then it has an additional effect that's when it's sent to the graveyard, I get to add back an Earth monster from my
Alright.
hand. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Okay, so for what I'm going to add, I think...
Mindless Radiant always needed a grooming. That thing looked a little mangy.
I think I'm going to go ahead and add another copy of Gouki Rematch and a Gouki Suprex. So this will add
sounding pretty
Rematch and this will add
Can you use
Suprex.
2 rematches in the same turn?
No, once per turn.
Okay.
I'm just looking to make sure that I'm not out of the duel
Right.
next turn.
Get that.
Because I can't really summon too much
insurance
anymore.
plan.
Yep.
It's so good, though. Gouki Rematch is
Yeah.
so good.
And unlike Soul Charge, you can use it at 800 life points.
Yep. So I'll activate this.
Well, and you can battle that same turn.
Yeah, he
that's
already had
that too.
battled this turn and he still can do
2
it.
different levels, so Suprex and Twist Cobra.
Yep.
But I think I'm going to not put them in those zones. Maybe over here instead.
Possibly there.
Yeah, it probably won't matter too much because I'll use them as materials if I'm trying to do things, but don't want to get too crazy.
Push him to the side.
Yeah, actually, I think ultimately where I'm going to need to put them is probably right around here.
Right there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to choose right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and Link Summon again.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not actually, because this guy requires 2
Yeah,
Gouki
I
monsters.
think you just
Ooh.
read Gouki.
Yep. Maybe misread it a little bit, but that's okay.
So Gouki the Great Ogre his ability is to make all monsters lose attack equal to their defense. It's very good against things that aren't Link monsters. But he does require all Gouki monsters
You know
as
what?
material.
I actually don't feel too bad just leaving these guys here, I think. Because instead, I guess I could make Mindless Radiant. That's not the worst, but then I deny myself 2 searches.
Yep. Keep in mind that you also only have 800.
Yes. And
Want to
the
be defensive.
Radiant stuck in attack
And
mode, though.
that is the flaw of the Link monsters. Not so much a flaw, but something you have to keep in mind when you're building your strategy is the Link monsters can't defend you. They're always open to attack.
Yep, I'm going to just
Take
go ahead and
battle
set 2
damage.
cards in my turn. Have at it.
Well, here's the transmodify that would have been useful a long time ago, because that's always how this goes. I will set a card face down.
Ooh, mystery card.
That's definitely not a transmodify.
I don't know what it is, but I will activate Ningirisu's final ability.
Sure.
So, second to last ability. It's the middle ability. Once per turn, you can send 1 card from each player's field to the graveyards. Does not target.
Yep.
Choose on resolution.
Go ahead.
Nice.
That's
so
amazing.
I will choose no chains.
No chains.
I'll choose this and this.
Good one.
Oh,
Drowning Mirror Force.
good
Yeah.
pick.
Mirror Forces are really good against the Link monsters because they can never go in defense, so you can never really play around it.
Well,
All right.
that wouldn't have helped you.
Nope,
because the
he could have just
2500
attacked, yep.
would have just hit the Radiant, right?
Indeed, it would.
Alrighty then.
That's what this one's for.
Yeah.
I will go to battle then.
Yep.
I will start with Ebe attacking Twist Cobra.
Ebe attacking Twist Cobra. I think I'm fine with this.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and activate Twist Cobra.
The Radiant gives itself 500 attack as well?
Yes.
All right, so you're not that vulnerable.
As long as it's still an Earth monster. DNA surgery is a thing.
And I'll add Scorpio.
Okay.
Well, DNA...
Transplant.
Yeah, DNA
transplant.
is the attribute.
Then I will have Ningirsu attack Mrs. Radiant.
Yep, so it's at 25 to my 19.
No,
It's more.
it's at 3,000.
3,000 to my 19. That sounds like it's enough.
Where did
Because
it get...
your Mrs. Radiant is affecting all Earth
All
monsters
Earth,
on
yep.
the field.
Oh!
And Ningirsu is an Earth monster, so that'll hit you for 900.
That's enough.
And that's game.
Yep. Even with that rematch, it wasn't enough.